To my YouTube channel. Please, if you're in this channel, please subscribe, like, and comment, and please always come back to watch my videos. And I really do appreciate your big support to this platform. In today's video, we are actually going to have very interesting video. I'm coming live still from the village, and I can show you more of these interesting videos are still coming just directly from here. This is one of the orchard here in the village with oranges. Actually, tomorrow I'll be in position to carry some oranges going back to Kampala, not from this orchard, on the side where of my father. So yesterday I was able to watch a video of David Jr. when Irene, this lady called Irene Inaga, actually went to the home of those of David Jr. and for her, to her that she had gone there to apologize because she's being traumatized by the things that she did some time back. But you see what I didn't like about her from her video when she released, when she was actually saying certain things that she did not actually that say anything bad about the David Jr. and the parents, but that was actually a lie on her video. We shall come to that. So, you remember very well, the sister-in-law to Irene Inaga had actually gone to the dancing grandma, construction site. I think she has gone there to look for the job, maybe for cooking. And, when David Jr. landed on her, David Jr. told her, actually, they chased her away from there, and that was actually good because you don't need to entertain people who are actually traumatizing you here and there. It is not actually a very good thing. So me, when I saw her in that construction site, I was actually asking myself, what is she really going to do in that place? What is she going to do in that place? So me, I was very pleased to see that she was chased away from there. She was chased away from there. And you see, most of these individuals, this family has been helping them a lot. Most of these people, this family has been helping them a lot. They also go and work maybe in their farms, they get paid. And also, some of them, they were just being helped without even giving any single coin, without doing anything. They just give you some assistance, but they used to take that for granted, and they started calling people all sorts of names, abusing, the brothers, the sisters, including the, Congress that. So some of these individuals, they forget a lot. They forget a lot. And I think actually internet forget. Internet does not forget. And that's why I always say that people need to be very careful with whatever things that they always keep on talking outside there. Because you will say this and this and this, but tomorrow you don't know what will happen. And now you see they're actually very desperate for work. For example, the sister-in-law to Irene Naga, she actually wanted work, but because she has been preaching a very wrong message outside there, their family has been preaching a very wrong message outside there. Because you can imagine these people used to say that land was being grabbed from them, that land was being grabbed from them because these people, they are rich here and there. And yet, actually, the mother to Irene Inaga had sold land. They sold land to a man from Kisi, They sold land to a man from Kisi. And then now, that man is the one who sold land to those of the travel commando, I remember very well the Congress dad called the travel commander that actually there is land that they're selling from the village. And during that time, the travel commander was actually with his wife at I think Mombasa or where around there, And now Congress dad called the travel commander when he was actually recording, And then he decided to buy off that land, and that land he donated it to Jamaican uncle. But the way these people were, creating stories that the land, Congress that is chasing them from the land, they're grabbing their land, and yet that land was actually bought, fully bought, and not from them, from a different person who actually bought it some time back, a man who comes from Kisi. So you can imagine, these individuals, greed. And now Irene Naga is coming out here and saying it was because of desperation, it is because of this and this. We used to stay well with them. Yes, but you spoil everything. You spoil everything, you know. And David Jr. was actually right to confront Irene Naga for the things that they have been in position to do. He is right, you know. He is right. He is right to confront you because you did wrong to tarnish their name for actually nothing. They actually did nothing, you know. They did nothing to your family. Your mother, their mother is the one who sold the land, you know. She's the one who sold the land to this man from Kisi. And now this man from Kisi decided to sell this land to those of Congress that. So how was that a problem? You know, how comes that you guys were blaming this family? You know, just because, when you talk something about this family, people will sympathize with you, and people maybe probably will come in numbers to help you. But at the end of the day, according to Irene Naga, even when they used to make those noise and talking badly about this family, they actually got nothing. Nobody came out to support them, to bail them. But you see what you would have caused, the damage that you would have caused in tarnishing the names of this family, that they're grabbing land in the village, they're doing this in the village. That was not actually right. That was not actually right. And David Jr. has all the rights to confront Irene Naga from their home. Even me, if I was the one, I would not actually wish my hater to come to our home or to my home, and I see you sitting with my father. What are you discussing? What are you really discussing? That was not actually, something that shouldn't be taken lightly. But the truth is, Congress dad is actually a very humble person. Now, you're going to see, you people are going to see it from this video. He's a very, very humble person, a person who actually wants peace in the community. You can imagine, even when David Jr. actually reacted, he was able to talk very, very calmly, very, very calmly, very, very calmly. And you find all these people in this village, they won't talk so badly about this family. But at the end of the day, they want still to come and beg from them. They want to come and ask for assistance from them. What type of human beings are really this? By the way, for me, sometimes when I'm thinking about these groups of individuals, I'm like, but what's wrong with these guys? However much you're so desperate for money, sometimes try to control your appetite. Try to control whatever things is going to come from your mouth. Because you never know tomorrow. Tomorrow might not be better, You need to be very, very careful with whatever things that you keep on saying out, But this group of individuals, they don't mind, they don't think, for them, so long as somebody is there to give them something, $2, $10, it makes them talk anything that they feel like they need to put out. Because they are actually individuals who don't care. They don't mind what comes from their mouth, the impact it has, You can imagine the pain these individuals are causing to the family of Congress dad, those of the travel command. They are causing a very, very big problem. A very, very big problem. People now start looking at them like they're bad people, they're treating people so badly in the village. And you see, these people always have very, very serious allegation that these people are using their money because they are rich. But you find they are actually not doing anything. For example, when somebody buys this piece of land from somebody who is selling in the community, in most cases, when people are selling their land, they are selling it because they have a problem. They need to sort out some issues. Now, how comes that is a problem when somebody buys it? Like when a family of the travel commando buys, or any member of the family buys it. How comes it becomes a very serious issue to these so-called negative reactors? Nobody is stopping them also to buy land. Nobody is stopping them, Nobody is actually stopping them from buying land. But these individuals, because of foolishness, they don't think, every time they want to make a lot of noise, they want to be shouting and talking all these kind of things, which is actually not right. Completely not right. So Me, I'm actually against this kind of individuals who want always to bring chaos, confusion here and there, and at the end of the day, people who will end up suffering to try to clear their names is actually the family of Congress dad, and for them they will be enjoying. Sometimes even they forget what they have said, like Irene Inaga. She has even forgotten what she has said. You know, if we were to play some of those videos, what Irene Naga used to say, I even don't know what she would be in position to say at this point. If we were to play those videos, I really don't know what should be in position to say. You know, because some of these people, I think they just, I don't know, oh, they forget a lot, or they are just doing it intentionally, thinking that people have forgotten or what, you know. If we are to play some of these clips, I even don't know what should be in position to say. So please, you be very, very careful with what is coming out from your mouth. Let's first of all watch this clip, and then when I come back, we continue with this video very, very strong. Let's watch this clip.
We are very fine. I don't know why she's tensing. Do you know why she's tensing? She's a wrong one. She abuses us on videos. Even when my fans see this video. In fact, she has come to apologize. No, Daddy. These are the people who abuse us. They say we grab land, we take everything, and it's pure hard work. Like for me,
when you watch that video, you can even, by the way, see how protective Congress dad was to her. You know, he was actually trying to protect her and saying that she has come to apologize, which is good. It's good to apologize, but you see, the pain that you'd have caused can never disappear from the minds of those ones whom you have been in position to traumatize. No, it cannot. And that is what Irene Naga does not understand. You know, when you do some of these things and you're creating a very, very bad image. Think about how these people were able to struggle to build these very powerful platforms each and every day, coming out to release videos, and people had actually trust them in whatever things that they do. And then for you to come out and say, this family, they have come to grab our land just because they are rich and we are poor, you know, and now they are mistreating us, they're chasing us from the land, we don't have where to go. And yet, actually, the problem is your mother. Why did they blame their mother instead of coming out and talking so badly about the travel commando and the entire family? Yet the right person for them to blame was actually their mother, who sold the land. She sold the land, all a whole land. How can you sell a whole land? That she wanted to sell the land so that they can go and buy another piece of land. That is a family problem. You know, your mother was actually the one to be, for you guys, for them to criticize, not the people who actually bought land from the second person. From the second person. That was actually not right. And me, I feel like, such things should actually stop. Whether Irene Naga has apologized, but now you can really see that David Jr. did not see it well. And even if I was also the one, after all the hate, because that was actually the time when people started hating the family of the travel commando so much, that they are grabbing land from these people. You can imagine that they are grabbing land from them, they're chasing them away, they don't have where to go for. These individuals, by the way, they know how to look for sympathy words. Words that can actually make people to sympathize with them. Words that can taint somebody's name in a very, very bad way. Those are the things these individuals actually keep on doing, which is not good, which is not actually good. Even if Irene Naga has moved a step to go and apologize to the family, you know, it is not going to remove, because how sure are we that after her apologizing, she's not going to repeat the same type of things that she was able to do some time back. You know, how sure are we she will not repeat the same type of things? You know, because now it's very hard to trust such people. You are going to forgive her today, tomorrow she does the opposite. You are going to try to do this, tomorrow she does the negative. You know, so it is actually very fun. So Irene Naga, to me, yes, she has apologized, but I even feel like she's apologizing to the wrong person. Yes, she would have actually faced David Jr. And you can imagine, by the way, Congress dad was the one who, the first phone that Irene Naga used for YouTube, it was given to her by Congress dad. You can imagine, you know, you help somebody with a phone and she uses the very phone to insult your family. How would you really feel? No? How would you really feel if you are to help somebody in that way and somebody uses it to turn against you and insult your entire family, including you who have given her the phone? How would you really feel? You know? That is what Irene Naga was able to do. Now she's saying that that thing has been traumatizing her, you know, and she felt like she needed actually to go and apologize, because everywhere that she goes in any YouTube platform of the family member, people are looking at her like a very bad person. And indeed, they are right. You are bad. Irene Naga is a bad person. You are actually bad. You know, you are actually bad. What the damage these people were able to create was actually alarming. Please, if you're in this channel, please subscribe, like, and comment. And please always come back to watch my videos. And I really do appreciate your big support to this platform. Let's first watch this clip. And then when I come back, we continue with this video very strongly. Goats are making noise. I think they're taking them back home, you know, or they're giving them water. I'm not very sure. Yes, so let's watch this clip, and then when I come back, we continue with this video actually very strongly. Let's watch this clip.
Told myself from my heart, let me go and face this so that we can solve this issue. Because whenever I post a video or whenever I'm seeing in someone's channel, there's been like how can I put it? There's been like, now that's something which is hindering me everywhere I'm going, everywhere, whatever I'm doing, you have to mention it. Oh, this one is a hater. Whenever I'm seen in any channel, or whenever my family is seen in any channel of I am Marwa's family, you have to mention that thing. That we used to abuse the parent, of which me and the parent, we've been friends from back. We've been good friends. Only the time that maybe I was living, we were leaving that Jamaican uncle land, the land that we used to stay. I think that is where the problem is coming from, because I was interviewed by one of the YouTuber, and even I didn't mention that thing of land grabbing. I don't know where it's coming. I was just, because my mother could not speak in English, that's why I decided to speak on her behalf. I was saying, I was just saying how the land moved from my mother to, until it reaches a time where the Jamaican uncle was gifted. So that is the main, where the main problem came from. As you see, as I mentioned, that you see on that video, I didn't record because I never went there with the intention of doing a video, because everyone could be like, oh, you want to apologize to that.
It is actually good that she has gone there and she has apologized, you know. It's good that she has gone, you know, and she has apologized. But me, me, I'm still a 50-50. I don't know whether she will actually change or not. That is my concern, you know, because there are individuals, today she'll do this and tomorrow the opposite, you know. But we used to talk about this kind of things, and she used not actually to listen, you know. These are individuals who used to take us for granted when you used to, you know, release videos about them and telling them how actually they are doing very, very wrong things in tarnishing the names of those ones who have been in position to support the people in the community. You see, some of these individuals, if they were actually to conduct themselves well, you know, their YouTube platforms would have grown. But because people want to do things in shortcuts, you know, people want to use shortcuts to enrich themselves. Now you see, you know, she's now saying that she's traumatized. These things are disturbing her. These things are disturbing you because you used not to listen to people. A lot of people were able to advise and talk to you guys, but you used not to listen. You know? Now you see what you're facing. You know? See, things would have not even reached this level. But because of greediness, you know, stupidity, these individuals used not to listen. You know? Now they are claiming that, no, she's claiming that she's actually feeling so bad about this. You know, she's a those are me, I call them crocodile tears. Now because you are seeing things are too hard, you know, you want people to sympathize with you. But the day you are insulting people, the day you are abusing people, the day you are making videos with the person, you know, and talking all the rubbish about this family. Yes, there is forgiving, but whom are you forgiving? You are forgiving who? That's a big question. You know, is it now possible that this lady have actually changed? That she'll not be in position to repeat this same kind of things? Is it really possible? You know, that she's not going to repeat this kind of things? Is it actually possible? Or she's just here deceiving people because she want to lure people to her channel and start doing funny things again? You know, it's actually very hard to trust people. Very hard. And for me, like me, for me, if I lose trust in you, it is very hard to bring that trust back. And now that's what I've actually seen with David Jr. I don't think David Jr. will actually, you know, forgive this lady so easily. If this was a travel commando, no, the travel commando, there's a way his heart is. The travel commando can easily forget. But David Jr., I can assure you, you know, even he said that if he had got her at the gate, he would have chased her away. And she deserved to be chased. You know? She deserved to be chased from there. Hmm? This is a family that even helped you with the phone, the first phone, to do videos on YouTube. You can imagine, Congress, that is the one who gave her the phone to do videos. Hmm? But the way she was able to tarnish the name of this family is actually very much alarming. And that day when they chased her in-law, the sister-in-law, from the construction site of Dancing Grandma, me, I felt happy. I felt really very happy. And you can imagine that even somebody has sent money to our sister-in-law, but David Jr., you know, and his friend, actually David Jr. told his friend that please don't hand over that money to his hater. And me, I felt like that was the right decision. You know, you cannot be helping somebody who want to finish you the next day. What is that? What is that? And let me tell you, that lady, her brain does not work. She would have not even gone to that construction site. She actually has no shame. She has no shame, completely no shame. She would have not even gone there. Or she thought people had forgotten those things. Hmm? I saw her in one of the videos. You know, she was pretending like she was crying. You are crying. You didn't know what you guys have been doing. You know, there is also sympathizing with people, but sometimes these are individuals who can actually finish you. They are actually very greedy individuals here in Africa. Very greedy. You know, they don't appreciate. They don't appreciate. Hmm? They will never appreciate. They will look at you like a bad person, you know, after you helping them, after you doing everything for them. at the end of the day, you'll be the person they hate so deeply inside their hearts. Hmm? Because really, if you look very, very keenly, why was this girl really talking so badly about this family? You know, when even they have not done anything bad about them. They had not done anything, completely nothing. But the way she was talking with a lot of energy, a lot of energy, just because of greed. You want to change your life in few days, you know. You want sympathy from people. That was not right. Me, I really felt it. And even up to now, when I listen to that girl when she's talking, and I'm like, but now what is this really? You know, after all the things you have been in position to create, now you are coming out, you know, and pretending that you actually don't know that he talks badly about that family. That is it's actually not right. It's not right. You cannot do such a thing, you know, you cannot. Maybe her brains are so open right now, which I'm not actually very, very sure. Because even for her to come out and say she had not talked so badly about that family, you know, that's a lie. That's a lie. We have those clips and we have those videos. You know, we have those videos. So please, you stop pretending and start doing the right thing. You know, start doing the right thing. Otherwise, these things will still continue tormenting you because you are actually a bad-hearted person. You're a bad-hearted person. And me, I want to tell you, Irene Naga. Let me even call your name so that you watch this video. You're a bad-hearted person, even if you have gone to apologize. You know, and apologizing to Congress Dad will not even help you because you know the people whom you have called so badly. You know, you call them so badly. Mm? The travel commando is one of them. You're a bad person. Irene Naga, you're a hater. Me, I won't tell you to your face. You know, I even don't know how you are going to convince people to apologize. I even don't know. Because going to Congress to apologize, I even don't know whether that is enough. Because I saw how David Jr. really reacted. It shows how he's actually very, very bitter with you. Mm? But all this is because of your character, you know, your behavior. You want to shortcuts, you know. People might forgive you, but people will never forget what you did. That one, I need to be very straightforward to you. People might forgive you, but they will never forget what you did. Yes, that's the truth. It's the fact. Whether you like to hear it or you don't like to hear it, me, I've told you. People will forgive you, but they will never forget what you did. Yes. Please, if you're in this channel, please subscribe, like, and comment. And please, always come back to watch my videos. And I really, really do appreciate your big support to this platform. Yes, I'm still coming live from the village. Um, Still enjoying the very nice breeze here in the village. Big up to you, all of you, and thank you so much. And greetings to you all watching me from USA, UK, Canada, and all of you from the Caribbean. Not forgetting my good people, you know, here in Africa. Big up to you always. Please come back again to watch more of my videos. And I really, really do appreciate your big support to this platform. Thank you so much. Let's meet again in our next video. God bless all of you. See you when you see me. See you again. Thank you so much, my good people.